This is the Jocko Underground Podcast number 227 with Echo Charles and me. We are sitting here and we've got some questions from you all, and we're going to provide some answers to the best of our ability, and perhaps at a minimum, we will provide some courses of action that can guide you through whatever challenges you might be facing in life. Let's get to it.
All right, first question, Jocko. My teenage daughter and her boyfriend are attending a concert at a state fair soon. This will be their first major outing without parents. They'll be with a group of friends, which gives me some reassurance, although I also know wisdom can disappear pretty quickly in a group of teenagers. I'm approaching this as a preparedness and risk management exercise. Beyond the basics of hydration, charged phones, and backup battery, I'm insisting on the following standards, which, yes, I've already exhibited with our family, but could be overlooked, unnoticed, or otherwise taken for granted as a norm in our family. Okay, so here they are. Never go anywhere alone. That's one. Number 2 is never leave each other isolated. Number 3, maintain an escape route. Number 4, cover and move, which is teamwork. Number 5, know where help is before you need it. So, for your perspective, am I missing anything? Are there blind spots in how I'm thinking about this, or anything you would change in the guidance? Appreciate your help.
Well, those are some good rules. Good start. She's been training Jiu Jitsu. If not, she should be started now, because that just provides a whole another level of personal security for her. And by the way, if you're one of these people that's like, oh, what are you going to do with Jiu Jitsu? Hey, you can do a lot with Jiu Jitsu. And as I tell, when I train females in Jiu Jitsu, especially from a self-defense perspective, and, a 100-pound woman is, wondering if she trains Jiu Jitsu enough, she'll be able to defend herself from a 225-pound man. And the answer is usually no. But guess what? You can make enough resistance that it becomes problematic for the 200-pound man. And at a minimum, you can make things more difficult, and perhaps those couple seconds, 10 seconds, 7 seconds, 14 seconds that it takes for a guy to get control is the 7 seconds, 10 seconds, 14 seconds that a police officer or that someone sees it or that someone hears it. Mm-hmm. So that's why we're training jiu-jitsu. Mm-hmm. A couple other things here. A rally point, right? You're at a fair scenario. What's a rally point? If we get split up, something goes on, where are we going to meet? Probably have one inside the fair area and one outside. Maybe it's the car. Maybe it's a certain area by the car. Something like that where, hey, if we lose each other, this is where we're going to go. I'd probably have one inside the arena. The secondary is like the car. And if for whatever reason, one that's not even the car, further away than the car. Maybe it's the McDonald's up the street or whatever, some other rally point. You should also have an extraction point, right? For you and for them. So if something goes wrong, the boyfriend, whatever, he gets drunk and starts acting like an idiot. She just calls you and she gets the hot extract from a certain point. She doesn't even have to say anything. She passes a pro word, right? She passes a pro word. She says, Dad, cowboy, cowboy, cowboy. You go, stand by. And whatever, you already have it timed out. It takes you 12 minutes to get to the fair. She already knows to go to the entrance gate on the right-hand side, on the south side of the entrance gate. That's where you're going to be waiting for. Boom. So have an extraction, a pre-designated extraction point, primary and secondary. Also, just the call me if you need me. Right? If anything happens, give me a call. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, give me a call. It's 10 o'clock at night, give me a call. Maybe some calm windows. This might be getting a little bit in the micromanagement territory, but since it's the first time, she sends you a text every hour. All good. Just a little all good, a little comfort zone, right? Make sure everything's cool. Do we have a loss of communications plan? So if you don't hear from her, where's she going? She loses her phone, and where's she going to go? She loses her phone. The dude freaks out. He throws her phone off the Ferris wheel at the thing. She doesn't know. Doesn't want to talk to him. She leaves. No comms. You have no comms with her. What are you going to do? Midnight. If I don't hear from you at midnight, I'm going to be right here. That's what we're doing. Here's probably the most important stuff. Don't do anything dumb. It's small. It's a small statement. But hey, sweetie, go have a good time tonight. Don't do anything dumb. Because she's going to get an opportunity to do some dumb stuff. That's what happens in your teenage years. There are dumb opportunities lined up for you. And you want to give her that last little bit of, hey, don't do anything dumb. And by the way, it's also infused with, I trust you. That's why you're going. I trust you. Hey, I know you're, hey, you know what? I trust you. I know you're not going to do anything dumb. That might be a good way to phrase it. I know you're not going to do anything dumb because I trust you. Boom. That might be it. Just that simple little statement. Because you have hopefully infused her with good values at this point, where when dumb stuff gets presented to her, she knows the deal. Maybe, and hopefully you've had those talks with her about things that she can do right now that are dumb and will hurt her reputation and hurt your family's reputation. Sometimes people care about their own reputation. Sometimes they care about their family's reputation. Like sometimes you don't want to let your teammate down. Sometimes some people don't want to they'd rather not let the team down. Some people would rather not let themselves down. So cover both those bases. Hey, just remember the way you act, it impacts your reputation and it impacts our family's reputation. So that way, if she's not really doesn't care about the family, cool, it's your reputation. If she doesn't really care about her reputation because she wants to have fun, cool, that's the family's reputation. Hopefully one of those lands properly. This is, trust, listen, respect, and influence and care, right? You've given her the trust. You're giving her the trust to go there. You've allowed her to influence you. You're showing her that you respect her, and hopefully she has a good time. So I think that's what those are my little additions to the plan here, and enjoy.
Solid. I'm with this guy. These are strong ones, and I'm kind of looking to you for some cool additional ones. So thank you for that.
Yep, check.
My daughter is 13.
Mm-hmm.
So she's entering this zone. Mm-hmm. She goes. I feel like ours is like which I've found to be successful. That's the reason I'm sharing it. So far, so good. When she's 13 now, so her radius of independence from the house or from wherever I am, that's actually the house. If we go somewhere else, the radius is way smaller. So as she gets older and proves to be responsible, the radius just gets, bigger and bigger as the years go on. It's like kind of it, Yeah. In the meantime, I'm seeing who she's hanging out with, how her behavior acts, like literally minute to minute. Because, sometimes friends can come over. And I'm not going to say this has not happened. So friends will come over and then, I see a little bit different behavior. For better or worse, by the way. Sometimes better. Sometimes I'm like, she's kind of like, a little bit braver or a little bit more, loosening up maybe coloring outside the lines a little bit, Well, it usually starts in a fun way because I'm like that, so which is good because it could be worse. But, paying attention to these things. Okay, when she hangs with Linda, she's really polite. She's really, they're trying to live up to a standard together. I like it, kind of a thing because Linda's squared away. But when Jenny comes over, she's a little bit this, which is cool. We don't judge. Hey, we all have different flavors of friends. I get it. But I see how her behavior. So now that radius with Jenny is going to be a little bit tighter, a little bit more monitored. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's kind of that.
Yeah, I was probably shockingly liberal with my kids and what they were doing. Like I gave them all kinds of leeway to do stuff. With my girls, I was a little bit more, but barely. I mean, my son, I don't think I said no to my son to do stuff. No, I take that back. There was one time. I told him, no, you're not doing that. Yeah, you remember what it was. Yeah, it was during the COVID George Floyd riots and protests and stuff. And he's like, hey, I'm going to go down to the protests tonight. Like he didn't have any like political. He wasn't like, I'm going to go down there, and support the police or go support the BLM. He was just going down there because shit was going down.
See what up?
You know what I mean? Because it's chaos.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is when I was like, "Oh, no, you're not," and he was like, he like didn't understand what I was saying. And he's like, no, it's gonna be, it's like we're gonna be going with this kid and this kid, and like we're just gonna go down. And I was like, no, you're not. He's like, no, it's tonight. Like, I was like, nope. And I was like, hey, this is the situation where someone can easily get killed. You can get wrapped up in doing something stupid. You can have something stupid done to you. Yeah. You can get killed by a protester. You can get killed by a cop. And I know you're just going down there to freaking experience chaos because that's what a young kid wants to do. Mm-hmm. There's mayhem going on. Mm-hmm. This is what he must have been like around 14 or something like that. Mm. But that was the only time or maybe he was 15. I'm like, no, you're actually you're not doing that. Yeah. Because there's so much chaos in those riots and everything. When riots are not good scenarios. So that is a little excerpt of what we are doing on the Jocko Underground podcast. So if you want to continue to listen, go to jockounderground.com and subscribe. And we're doing this to mitigate our reliance on external platforms, so we are not subject to their control. And we are doing this so that we can support the Jocko podcast, which will remain as is, free for all, as long as we can keep it that way. But we are doing this so we don't have to be under the control of sponsors. And we're doing it so we can give you more control, more interaction, more direct connections, better communications with us. And to do that, we're building a website right now where we'll be able to utilize to strengthen this legion of troopers that are in the game with us. So thank you. It's jockounderground.com. It costs $8.18 a month. And if you can't afford to support us, we can still support you. Just email assistance@jockounderground.com and we'll get you taken care of. Until then, we will see you mobilized underground.